Now wait for everybody to arrive. Hi, Dee. I thought I went to just go check my pen to see if I had any ink left. Turns out, no, I do not. So I thought this would be a good time to show how these converters work for people who are new to using fountain pens and converters and such. So I thought now is a good time. Just got to be very careful. I don't spill ink absolutely everywhere. A wee bit of a clean forehand. So yeah, all that's left is just the stuff on the, just coating the outside really. There's no actual ink in there anymore. So there we go. Squeeze the last of it out. Should have put that there already, really. Right. So I'll put this here at the beginning of the video just because easy peasy. So when you've got a converter that goes in your pen, you should have a little screw. That will let it go way inside like that. So before you get your ink ready, you want the corkscrew to be inside the converter like that. So I'm going to be using this ink again. I think it might be my new favourite. It's absolutely lovely. And a little goes a long way, so, you know. Am I covered in ink already? Yes, I am. Haven't even started yet, and I'm covered in ink. So, got your ink in there. Super duper easy. The tip, stick inside until it makes contact with the ink. And then twist it so that screwdriver comes up the top like that. Now what I tend to do is do it a couple of times just to remove as many air bubbles as possible. Doesn't always work, but give it a good tap. Wipe off the ends. Make sure you don't get it absolutely everywhere like I just did. Tapping it too hard. And then just get it back into your pen. Just like that. And you're all set. You're all ready to go. Providing I've done that correctly. Then that should now, yep. All good. I am, however, covered in ink, but it's okay. I came prepared. I had a feeling that happened because I'm incredibly messy when it comes to that sort of thing. So, going to my art drawer somewhere. Yep, there they are. I have makeup wipes, which are very, very good for removing ink from your fingers. Not perfect, but they do work well. Ink clean. Yep. It's all about the ink. I'm usually not that messy with it. I wonder if it's because I was trying to demonstrate and therefore wasn't paying full attention. Yeah, will do. Right. Oh yeah. Get rid of that. Now our pen is ready to go, and we are. Okay. Right, so for this particular stream, I've pre-sketched. Let me just get the sketch up. I've done this sketch of a falcon. So I figured what we do is a lovely, just a fantasy falcon. It's very, very loosely based on a kind of a mix mix of two, really, two of my favourites. So I've done a basic body sort of form of the peregrine falcon, but then I wanted to do some of the markings in the eye of the goshawk. So, yeah, interesting. Yes, fingers go noodle every time. So, yeah, right, just have a quick sip of tea before we start. Okay, let's get started. Use our lovely messy ink pen, which I've just discovered. Well, I haven't just discovered, but keep forgetting. It's probably more accurate. Let me just screw it up as well, so I can do that, which is nice. I'm just going to give that a quick. It got a bit muffled there. Give it a quick clean. There we go. So yes, apologies for not doing a stream on Friday. There was quite a lot going on, and it felt like I'm totally in the wrong position to sit to actually do that. Oh, we'll get there eventually. Right. Let's just make sure everything's out of the way. Just like that. There we go. Right. That's better. Prepared now. So, let me know if you want me to move the camera angle at any point, by the way, if you want it to be closer to the artwork or whether you're just happy with it being part of the whole scene. I know it's X for a lot of people. Some people like seeing everything, some people just like seeing enough. But yeah, just say so and I can actually move the camera from my PC instead of moving the whole tripod. So, well, to an extent. Oh, it's just started raining outside again. So many places in the UK are flooded. We've even had some floods here as well, in certain places, especially in the lowlands. But also oh, it's so sad. They've just built some new houses, but obviously they've built them on what used to be a rugby field that was prone to flooding, and all the houses there, and like these brand new houses, all flooded. I feel for them, I really do. Yeah, well, so many people were given a amber weather warning when really a lot of it should have been. Well, sorry, they had yellow warnings because it goes yellow, amber, red. Loads of people had yellow warnings, but actually they were like red category, amber and red category. So the flood had been absolutely devastating because nobody was prepared for it. Nobody was expecting it. So I hope everybody's okay. Yeah, same. Just going to move you a bit closer to this art. You are quite distant from it, aren't you? I think it's because I've moved around a little bit. There's my mouse. There it is. Let's move folks a wee bit closer. Let me see. That's a bit better. I think. That seems a little better. If you can actually see what I'm doing now, I was quite far away. Not sure why I'd set it so far away. Apologies. Well, still life drawings are loads of fun. I've never really done a lot of still life. I mean, they always made us do it in sort of class at school and things like that in art class, but I don't know. I've always preferred doing things like wildlife and things that move. Although there's this one person in my class when I was like at secondary school, they did the most beautiful still life you've ever seen. It's insane. They just drew this. Well, yeah, was it a drawing or was it a painting? Anyway, they did this glass bottle, and you'd think it was a photograph. It was insane. I think I just prefer just being a little bit on the folk arty side. Lots of cross hatching and stylized lines. Well, yeah, I mean, especially as time goes on, yeah, I think you're right. It would be good to sort of go back and just see whether, like, even just how you approach it has changed. You know, you might start off with a totally different approach now that you have more experience doing other sorts of art. Right, I have given this bird a scroll. I've decided that he's got a very important message that he needs to get to someone. Oh, lemon cake. We made the Christmas cake today. Put so much brandy in it. Just shows how little we drink. I bought Mum this cherry brandy from the Christmas festival last year. So this time last year, essentially, because the Christmas festival was a couple of days ago. And yeah, it's not been opened. We've opened it especially for the Christmas cake. So, I mean, it's not a massive bottle. It was only like a, one of those little gift bottle ones about that big. So, we thought best to save it for a special occasion. And the special occasion happens to be making a very boozy Christmas cake. Oh, so stiffy. I don't know if I've caught a cold or my nose is just being assaulted by the amount of candles that are on. It's probably the candles, to be fair. I can't believe you got hungover off like a beer and maybe a sip of a couple of other drinks. I'm not judging you. I can't take my alcohol at all, but still. Uh-huh. Yeah, see? And drinking on an empty stomach, that's just a bad plan all round. Another quiet one this evening. That's okay. I realise I don't usually stream on a Monday, so I'm making up for the lack of stream on Friday. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people do. The views seem to, like, the next day, get a lot of people sort of watching afterwards, which is quite nice. So people know they're there if they do miss it, or it's sort of, I know what time zones can be like. If it's the wrong time for them, then they're welcome to watch it later. It's kind of why I save them, to be honest. Make it accessible for everybody. Just stretch my hand briefly. Yeah, exactly. So the time zones are pretty horrendous sometimes for people. Brief tea break. How's it looking so far? I'll hold it up so it's a bit closer. Take a look-see. I really have just gone back to... I used to do a lot of line work, and then I sort of stopped doing it for a while, and I cut back and I tried working with colour, but every time I'm using black and white now, I'm just going back to my old ways. Making everything look like it's like a woodcut print from the 1500s or something. He does look very serious. I don't know what the message is that he's carrying. It's obviously top secret. Definitely pecked me a few times while I was sketching him out. Right, back to it. Little hand stretch. Always good. I might be a bit slower today, just a heads up and a fair warning. Because I've been working on the macro mission all day. So I think my eyes and my brain are just a bit tired. But I really love doing these streams. So. And then over the weekend, I spent a majority of the time doing comic pages. So my hand and my brain are probably thinking, what are you doing? Stop that immediately. And my creative demon goes, no, you must continue. I'm taking plenty of breaks, don't worry. And actual proper breaks as well. And actually making sure that I'm ceasing work at 5 o'clock on the dot. Doesn't matter if I'm finished what I'm doing or not. Work stops then. So I'm being good. Actually sticking to my work schedule. I think that's one of the hardest things about being self-employed. Like, I know a few people say, oh, it's difficult because I have to zoom out again, aren't I? Look at this. But yeah, I know people say it's difficult because they find that they take too much time off. I don't take enough time off. I find that I end up just overworking rather than underworking. Underworking is not a problem for me. But I was very pleased. I managed to get 6 new landmarks drawn up and put onto the map today. So I can't wait to be able to show everyone when it's complete. I think you're all going to really like it. Well, I hope you are. Otherwise I might cry. Aw, I'm glad. I got to you just in time then, didn't I? I mean, it's been freezing here. I can't imagine what it's like over there. We get cold, you get cold. I'm going to have to name you my official product tester, I think. has to be 100%. You must be the tester bee. Top tip for doing feathers, by the way, like this. So instead of doing the elongated feathers, when you're just doing the main bodily feathers, is always make sure that they never sort of line up. So make sure that the row below never lines up to the one above. Always make sure it fills the gap in between. That gives you some lovely layers. And just go over those where the two rows meet. Just go over them ever so slightly with some shading. That just adds some extra dimension to it. Okay, that's my tip for this stream. I might try and put a couple of nuggets in here and there. Also vary the size and length of them as well. Don't make them all the same, like exactly the same width and height and everything, because the basic pattern is pretty close, but no feathers are identical. That's just not the nature of them at all. I mean, the way they lay and the way they are formed are uniform enough to function for the bird, but you know, they're not all precisely the same. They won't all lay the same. It depends on how the bird's sitting, how it's moving, how it was moving. Is there a breeze? Is it cold? Is it warm? Are there any feathers missing? There's all kinds of things. All those imperfections will be reflected if you don't keep all those feathers dead even. Oh, by all means, yeah, absolutely. Like, if you want to do a tutorial and stick it in the Discord server, you're more than welcome to. Just checking the time quickly. I don't know whether because it's not. I mean, we've had a couple of splashes of sunshine, but it feels like it's not got properly light for days. So, like with all the rain and the storm and everything, and then it being winter, so it gets dark really early. So I'm kind of like losing track of time quite a lot at the moment. Like I started work earlier, got into the zone, looked up and said, "Huh, it's dark outside. Whoops." should probably say as well, for anyone who's watching this later and aren't aware, I've recently started a Discord server. It's only teeny tiny at the moment, there's only a handful of us there. But it's based around us all supporting each other creatively. So we've got writers there, musicians, artists, animators, I think, and just a mix of everything really. People who are keen on photography, and it's just there to help each other. You know, we post our artwork or whatever creations we're doing, get feedback from each other, give each other critique, just get to know each other, and just make it a really friendly, encouraging environment for creative people. So if you are watching this later on, and me and B aren't here, because B's on there as well, so we will have to put up with that crazy. Sorry, B. Yeah, it's got loads of lovely folks on there. It's a really chill environment. So if you want to join it, just send me a message and let me know, and I will send a link over to you so we can get you on that server. It's called Murmurs and Ink. I wanted something that played on the idea of not just art, but all sorts of creative things, be that songwriting, story and poetry, you name it. Or simply just storytelling and talking about stuff, you know. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling about that now and carry on drawing feathers. But just to let you guys know that it's there, and just get in touch if you want to be involved. My eyes are starting to go funny with these. Oh my gosh. Get into the overlapping bit now. You never will. You will never beat these allegations. Afraid not. I feel like we need to make you like a badge or something. Something. Yep. Aim high, B. Aim high. Shoot for the stars. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. I'll actually make that a Discord role for you. Another brief handbrake. It's bad today. Either that or just a sheer insane amount of feathers that I've just drawn in a short period of time. It could be that too. It could be that. have worked a fair bit today, but I've also been looking forward to doing this stream all day as well, so I ain't stopping. Just take breaks, it's fine. The difficult part's done anyway. Lots of people seem to assume that a lot of birds sort of just have feathers like this all the way down. They don't. They actually have surprisingly few like that. A lot of it's fluff. Birds are miraculously fluffy. I mean, it's all still feathers still, but they're a lot looser. They're not as uniform and harsh looking. A lot of birds have fluffy butts. I should probably disclaim that with I've drawn a lot of birds from lots of different angles, so I know this. I don't just go around like a weirdo looking at birds' backsides and see if they're fluffy or not. There we go. Good job, Mox. Birds are interesting. Call me out like that. Birds are really cool. Why I draw so many of them. D&D is a cool thing. Wait, he didn't think it was? People are you living with, B? You don't think D&D's cool? Just a little bit. There we go. Let's see what I'm doing now. The only problem with working portrait is camera doesn't like it. Not one bit. It's such a fun thing to get into. Like a lot of it's fun anyway when you're playing it game-wise. So when you're just doing, say, Baldur's Gate or a similar game, it's the same concept. But there's something very different about playing it with friends and just getting back to basics with character sheets and all that kind of stuff. It's so much fun. And I love the idea of just, you could have all the good stats in the world, like you could have all the good ones, and you still can just have a really bad day with the dice and rolling, and it just completely changes the outcome of the game, and can like really screw things over as well if you're not careful. Like really screw things over. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. 100% recommend if people haven't played it already. Yeah, but to be fair, from what you were telling me, you guys didn't have like full stats set up or anything. So I know it was like a taster game and everything, but your rolls will probably be better once you've got like a full character sheet with a skill set and such in front of you. But taster games are fun too because they sort of they just they do what they're meant to. They introduce you to the game. So. Right, let's just show a little close up of all this detail. That's where we are so far. Don't know if I can show it any closer than that. So yeah, just got. No, we've still got a lot to do, but that's okay. It might not all get done tonight. This might be something that moves into the next stream. I'm streaming tomorrow as well, so it might be a case that I continue this then. An artwork that goes over a couple of streams. I do keep meaning to do that, to be fair. All the ones I've done so far have just been sketches, but this one's a bit more illustrative. What I will do is I'll just get the outline of this one done, and then that'll give us some really good. Oh, I'm losing the power of speech today. That's happened a couple of times today. That will just give us some nice preparation for when we come back to it tomorrow. Back to regular scheduling and airing tomorrow, so I'll be here at 8 p.m. again. Drawing like a maniac. So I think that's when we will complete this and we'll make it over 2 streams, which would be nice. My plan is hopefully be able to do a few like this, like proper illustrations that end up going over either 1, 2, maybe 3 streams. For some of them, though, they won't be candlelit streams because some of them I want to do in colour, which in this light doesn't look great on camera. I can see what I'm doing, but you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So I will have to do those in regular light, which is why I saved these black and white ink ones for the candlelight streams, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can see the colours or not, because it's black and white. So that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to outline this branch that he's on as well. just ever so lightly, just with some dappled lines, just so I remember where the heck I am. Let me come back to this tomorrow. Because he's going to be surrounded by some very, very mossy and leaf-covered branches and leaves and all kinds of stuff. So, but my hand is starting to give out, so I think that's probably a good time to end the streaming. More than likely, once I stop tweaking with things. There we go. Oh, that's been bugging me the whole time. There we go. That just wasn't quite dark enough. There we go. That's better. Yeah, right. Okay, well, we shall conclude this as part 1 of the King's Falcon illustration. Now, it might be the case that I do this black and white version and then decide I like it so much I want to do a colour one. We shall see. But there we go. So that's where we've got so far in this stream. Not too bad, actually, considering. So, sorry this one was a bit shorter, but I do need to listen to my hand, especially after drawing all day. So, thank you so much for coming. Sorry again that I couldn't stream on Friday. And I will finish this tomorrow. We'll get it looking all nice, hopefully. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. And if you're watching this later, thank you for watching, if you've got this far. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.